Good morning, everybody. So you want to get into wholesaling real estate for no dollars. Well, I have good news for you. You can absolutely wholesale real estate with no financial risk to yourself. However, if you choose not to spend money, you must spend time. So if your problem is, I don't have enough money to get started in real estate, this is the video for you. So here's what you want to do. You want to get a free list. And yes, there are free lists. You don't have to pay any gurus. You don't have to pay, any major companies, data companies or anything like that. You can get a free list. In fact, you can even pick what list it is. And here's how you do it. You go to Google and you say, or ChatGPT, but probably just easier on Google. Google, please find me title companies or escrow companies near me. And then you call every single one of them until you find a customer service representative who is willing to work with you as an investor who is looking to buy a house. And you tell them, I'm an investor, I'm looking to buy a house. I have very specific metrics that I'm looking for, whether it be high equity, low equity, foreclosure, in a certain zip code, owned for 20 plus years, non-owner occupied, so tired landlord, whatever, right? A lot of these lists, especially, pre-foreclosure, foreclosure, and I mean, you can even find that stuff on Zillow too. The accuracy, Zillow probably doesn't update that every single day, but still, it's worth a call, right? It's free, right? Like, it doesn't cost you anything. So you can go to Zillow, you can go to a title company, probably easier with the title company, and say, hey, can I get a list of all of the non-owner occupied, owned 20 plus years with 80 or more percent equity in this certain zip code or in this certain county. And they'll do that. They'll give you a list. They'll send it over to you, either in Excel or SV, some type of format or whatever, right? And they're going to give you the owner's address and the site address, i.e. the subject address. And then basically you just take the actual owner's address. So don't do the site address. I've done that mistake. Don't do that, because you're going to find the renters. What you want to do is you want to go to the owner. You want to go to their address, and it's going to say owner's address. And then you copy that address and you take it to cyber background check, true people search, fast people search. Those are three different. So pick the one you like the most. Pick the one you like the most. They're all free. Free places to find public data. So then you take the owner's name, you take the address, you take the full address, right? There's a couple different ways to do it. Plug it into one of those things, and you will get a list of maybe 5 or 6 phone numbers that person's had in their life that's been associated to them, that's been associated to that address, that's been associated to the utilities at that address. I don't know exactly how they come up with that data, but they have a bunch of phone numbers, and then you just start calling them. Will some of them be wrong numbers? Yes. Even if you paid for the service, which I have done. If you pay for a service, you will still get wrong numbers. It's just part of the game, right? People change phone numbers all the time. So maybe the first phone number, and usually how they do it is the first phone number is the one that is most likely to be their phone number. Then the second is the second, the third is the third. So is it worth calling the 9th number? Probably not. Right? Is it worth calling the 6th number? Probably not. I try to call like the first 3 or 4, right? Depends on how bad you want the house, right? Like, if you drive by it every day on your way to work, it's dilapidated, it's vacant, there's, blackberries growing through the windows and stuff, then yeah, you might do everything in your power to to get a hold of that owner, right? And if you can't get them on the phone, you have their physical address, right? Like if they're in the same city, you could go door knock them if you're brave enough, right? If you're not, you can send them a letter. If that address is a P.O. box and you want to go knock them, you might be out of luck. The other source you can do is you can go to the tax records. So you can go to the county tax assessor for your area, or for that area, the subject property, and you can find out where do the property taxes for that property get sent. And there is a chance where they might send it to that same P.O. box, right? Like all of my stuff goes to a P.O. box. No one, knock on wood, I guess it'd be really hard for somebody to try to find me in like the properties that I own, right? Because everything goes to a P.O. box. But they could probably find my phone number. So anyways, those are just a couple ideas to get you started. And trust me, by doing just that for free, you could that's probably a year or more worth of cold calling and door knocking, right? Like if you're looking for pre-foreclosures, foreclosures, you can get that information from them. You can look at it on Zillow. You can go door knock those people. You can see if it's non-owner occupied, you can call the owner, door knock the owner. And again, fast people search, true people search, cyber background check. I believe they're all free. I normally use Fast People Search, but that's just because the one that I've used the most. And right there, you have over a year's worth of dialing that you could do, and a year's worth of door knocking that you could do. And if you don't find someone who's willing to sell after doing a year of cold calling and door knocking, maybe you shouldn't be a wholesaler. That'd be rough, doing it for a whole year and not getting somewhere. And here's the thing, right? Maybe you're bad on the phones, right? I am decent on the phones. That's what I've been told. I've been paid to as a salesperson, so I'm decent on the phones. Maybe you're not, and that's okay. Go door knock. Maybe you're better in person, right? Maybe you're better in person to just talk to somebody. Maybe you're afraid of getting on the camera and you don't want people, like you're just, it's scary to go talk to somebody and say, hey, I know you don't know me. I know that, I'm calling you out of the blue. I'm knocking on your door out of the blue. I know it's almost the holidays, but have you thought of potentially selling your property? No. Okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to ask, if you ever are interested, or if you know any other landlords or any neighbors who might be interested, would you be willing to take my card and just, let people know that I'm trying to buy properties in this area? Right? Doesn't hurt to ask. What are they going to do? Tell you no again? Okay. Well, hey, sorry for bothering you. Have a great day. I've been run off so many porches, you guys have no idea. And if you're afraid of calling, and if you're afraid of door knocking, then maybe you just do postcards and you wait for people to call you. But that's going to cost you money. Or maybe you write letters, right? Handwriting letters to people. It's still going to cost you some money, but that's a way to not get on the phone or get in front of somebody, right? And, at some point you're going to have to overcome some fears. At some point you're going to have to take a little bit of a gamble and maybe pay for some leads, right? Maybe pay per click, right? Pay for that. Maybe you pay for a virtual assistant off of Fiverr or Upwork to make the phone calls for you, right? Whatever, right? So that is how, if I wanted to get into wholesaling right now, or 2025, or 2030, maybe even 2040, depends what happens with AI, that is how I would do it, absolutely for free. You can get a free list, you can skip them for free. You can, if you have a cell phone, which I know you do because you're watching this, unless you're watching it on your laptop, but if you have a laptop, you should probably have a cell phone too, right? Shoot, man, you can even make calls from your laptop, right? So it just depends, Google Voice. Google Voice is free. Hey, that's another thing, right? If you don't want to use your own phone number, right? If you're afraid of somebody getting really mad at you and then texting you and calling you, well, one, you can block them, for one. But two, if you're afraid of using your own phone number, get a Google Voice number. Boom, free. And if you're watching YouTube, you already have a Google account, so you can get a Google Voice number for free. So anyways, that's how I would get into wholesaling for free today if you're trying to make money. And then here's the thing, you guys. Once you find somebody who says yes, you can reach out to someone like me. Go to your local Facebook groups, right? Find other investors. Find sub 2 members through Pace Morby, right? Find people who are doing the business, right? Find landlords. Just go a part of your local real estate investor meetups, right? They're all over the place, right? I'm in Portland, Oregon, and there's at least seven that happen at least once a month. Some of them happen multiple times a month, right? So just do that and just be like, hey, I have somebody who's interested. They said anything other than Zillow price for the love of everything that you care about. If you call somebody and they say, sure, I want Zillow price, tell them, great. I know a realtor that I'll get a referral fee for helping you list your property. That's how you're going to get Zillow price, is you list it on the market. So yeah, basically that's what it comes down to, you guys. There's always a way to make money. If you can't wholesale it, you can partner up with a real estate agent if you aren't one, and you can get a marketing fee. If they say they won't give you a marketing fee, or they'll give you like a $100 gift card or whatever, call a different agent, right? I've had agents pay me marketing fees. It's totally legal. It's not a commission, it's a marketing fee. If they can pay some advertising company to put them on the radio, the newspaper, on park benches or bus, on the side of buses or at bus stops or whatever, right? If they can pay a marketing company thousands of dollars to generate leads for them, they can pay you $1,000 or $2,000 for a hot lead that turns into a listing, right? So they can do it. And if they say they can't, find another agent. Anyways, I'll just start rambling at this point, so I'll end the video. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. It's only Wednesday. Get out there and get after it.